हेलो कुलजीत है।
ये हाय कुलदीप भाई, कैसे हो? मंगेश।
हम बढ़िया बस।
एक सेकेंड उधर डाल देता हूँ। हाय लगू बड़े भैया।
कैसे हो मेरे भाई?
मैं ठीक हूँ।
ऐसे ही
बच्चों के
बढ़ते
कॉल
रहो।
पे बराबर टाइम पे आते हो, हाँ? बड़ों के कॉल
हाँ,
पे बराबर एक एक घंटा लेट आते हो।
यार बड़ों में इंटरेस्ट ही नहीं है।
हाँ।
तुमने फंसा दिया बड़ों में मेरे को।
बच्चों पे कॉल पे सबसे पहला नंबर।
यू नो मी के पैशन कहाँ है।
हाँ वही।
अरे अरे क्या बात है। आज तो दर्शन हो रहे हैं।
इधर है अजय भाई।
कैसा है भाई? ले फिर
गुड।
वीडियो स्टार्ट करते हैं। अरे क्या बात
Oh
है।
my God, is that Viren Swar? Oh
Hey
my
guys,
God.
घर पे
ये
बैठे हैं भाई।
भगत सिंह के बड़े भाई लग रहे हैं।
आज भगत सिंह मत
चंद्रशेखर आजाद। आजाद
चंद्रशेखर
आजाद।
आजाद, ये हुई ना बात।
हाँ।
क्या बात है।
सारा
वेंकी तो
दिन
दिन ब दिन जवान होते जा रहे हैं। हाँ वेंकी भाई। हाँ
बिल्कुल।
एकदम फिट
अब
फिट।
जो
मेरे को लग रहा है
ह्यूस्टन,
अभी अंडर 17 में नाम डालना पड़ेगा वेंकी भाई का।
बस बस।
कैप्टन
Hey
मैनेजर
bhai,
ऑपरेटर।
Yeah, Venki is right. You're looking young, man. What's the secret?
nothing sir. I don't know.
ओल्ड मॉन्क।
ये देखो
सुबह
white,
एक शाम को एक।
हाँ,
no color बस।
एक एक बोतल।
आज शुरू करना है वो भी।
Hey guys, how are you?
वाह।
लेट्स जस्ट
अरे
वेट फ्यू मोर मिनट्स एंड देन विल स्टार्ट आई गेस। ठीक है। अभी और दो चार लोग ऐड हो रहे हैं।
ये अजय
Kuldeep
जाम तो
bhai,
कुछ
how are you
हाइट्रिक
doing?
का फेसबुक में बहुत चल रहा है यार, किसका है यार वो अजय जाम?
क्या
अरे
चल रहा
क्या
है?
तेरे हाइट्रिक का बहुत चल रहा है फेसबुक में, क्या हो रहा है?
अरे सॉलिड। सुशील ने क्या क्रिकेट खेला यूएस में? हमने खेला क्रिकेट।
हाँ
नहीं उसके साथ तो थी। मैं आपसे इसलिए बात किया कि उसके साथ कंपेयर करने का कुछ मतलब नहीं है।
कोई नहीं, हमारा लेवल ही लगता है यार।
हाँ, अपना लेवल अपना है तो हम लोग बात कर लेंगे।
ये पहुंच गए गोवा। सेलिब्रेशन देखा
ये लो।
तुमने?
बनेगा।
नहीं, हैट्रिक का सेलिब्रेशन देखा ना?
अरे क्या बात है।
Hey, by the way, sorry guys. Kuljit, how are you feeling now?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
Recovering?
Yeah, kind of.
दारू तो पीता नहीं और उससे पेन किलर से काम चला रहा गया।
पेन किलर भी काम नहीं कर रही वहाँ। पेन किलर भी काम नहीं कर रही।
Oh, 90 ml मिलता है एक, वो देख लो।
ये नहीं मारने वाला।
चलो, I think let's just begin. Rohan, take it away, please. You
Yeah.
can start.
Hi guys, how are you?
Well, good to see the
Good,
faces
good,
जो
Ron.
अभी तक we would have seen it maybe 10 times already in different tournaments, and this is the first time we are seeing each other in 2020, I think.
2020, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks to
Guys,
Endurance Cup.
Yeah.
guys, this was a long-term vision, and me and Sushil had this vision of this tournament, and we started it. We had this plan 3 years back and implemented it last year in Raleigh, but this year we wanted to include two more teams. So, I mean, at least under 17. So we invited Crickmax and Willow this year, and unfortunately, Atlanta team has to drop out. So Mr. Venki stepped in and helped us to to participate in this tournament. So thanks, Venki.
Thanks for opportunity too.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
actually, you were in the list. So you are the first person in the queue.
Yeah.
Guys, I know there were multiple back and forth questions regarding COVID and multiple things. So before going there, I just wanted to tell you guys. So as per my message, we were clear to follow a couple of protocols for sure. So we want to get everybody, every player or coach or manager, whoever enters the ground, to submit a COVID test report as negative, which has been taken, underwent the test on or after December 22nd, guys. So because the tournament starts on 25th. So it's both for under 14 and under 17. So because we have Ajay Bhai for under 14 and we have two under 14 teams too, apart from MSCA and North Carolina teams. One is Willow and one is American ACA Ajay Bhai's team. So
Yes.
it's the same
Rohan,
protocol for everyone.
yeah, so Rohan, we
Yeah.
connected with parents. The number of cases are so high and the
Mhm.
wait list is long for testing now. It's
Mhm.
not as convenient as it used to be. So some parents were like more worried that they are staying home and everything. Kids are at home, but they are more worried that going there and getting more exposure in testing centers. I haven't addressed this, but if somebody else
नहीं,
is,
अभी
over the
sorry,
weekend,
Ajay,
I'm having
I mean,
a call with them just to address all these concerns. But if you guys are hearing something and want to share, that will help.
So Mangesh,
so there are two types
yeah.
of there are two types of tests actually. One is a rapid test where you can get the result in 30 minutes, and the other one is PCR test. Okay, so for rapid test, you don't need to go to testing center. You can just go to any drive-through. You don't need to even get out of the car. It is very, very, very simple. For that, you are not actually exposing yourself to anybody. I mean, you are just sitting in your own car. They will take the swab. You just wait in the parking lot and they will send you the result. That is how these rapid testing are done. As long as you have a rapid test result, that should be good enough. Because rapid test is 95% accurate. And what will happen is basically, at least you will have, if you don't show any symptoms and if your rapid is negative, that is basically good to go.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
That's good to
If
know.
rapid comes positive, which might happen, it can be a false positive. In that case, what they will do is they will ask you to go to a hospital or emergency center where you will take PCR test, which usually takes around 24 to 48 hours to get the results back.
Okay.
And that is like 100% confirmed test. If sometimes there are few cases where rapid is positive, PCR is negative. That means you are not positive. That means you are negative because PCR is the ultimate test. You don't need to get PCR to travel. You can just get the rapid, especially for the domestic travel. You can just get the rapid test done before you come here. Once you come here, after 48 hours, on first rest day, that is on Sunday, we will again do the same rapid test here in Houston. We will arrange it. If suppose everybody is at one location, one hotel, or at least close by, we will probably send nurses and everybody over there in one particular room. You guys can get tested over there. So you're not exposing anybody. At that time, I just want to continue on this one. At that time, if suppose somebody is testing positive, that means that positive person is under quarantine. It is safe to say that if everybody is undergoing test and if suppose 10 kids tested positive, those 10 kids will directly after that point, they will be in quarantine. You will communicate with their parents. After that, it should be parents' responsibility to take care of their kids. We will help them out until their parents are here. But that is the risk everybody has to take and every parent needs to understand because there is only so many things we can do. For the tournament, those 10 kids, they will not participate in the tournaments, but rest of the tournament will continue because all these other kids, they are never exposed, or even if they are exposed, they are not COVID positive, they can continue. It is same for any other work areas or companies or everywhere. Even in hospital, they are following the same protocol. You get tested, if you are negative, you can continue to work. Same thing here.
Quick question. quick question, Mangesh. This is Shwetan.
Mhm.
So if somebody tests positive today, for example, let's say we're doing the test on the first day of rest day, and
Yeah.
some kid tests positive. The kid
Mhm.
has been around with other kids for the last
That's
couple of
fine.
days, right?
That's
Playing.
fine because all the kids will be tested,
Yep.
getting tested on the same day. So even if they are exposed to that particular kid 2 days prior to that one, if they would have caught it, that test, whenever we are taking, that's why we are taking the test on the same day
But
for everybody.
the CDC clearly says that if exposed on day one, it can take up to 14 days or at least 10 days to show up in a
That
test.
is
So there is
exactly
every
what will happen with
possibility
this
that
kid
somebody is
also.
already
That is exactly what will happen with this kid also, because all the kids will get tested before they fly to Houston. Is that right? Yes or no? Every kid will get tested before they start flying or traveling to Houston. Yes?
That's 2 days before the
Yes.
tournament,
Yes.
not
Yes.
10 days, right? Okay.
No. 2 days before. Exactly. If somebody get exposed to COVID during travel while coming to Houston, they will show symptoms after 48 hours of coming to Houston. It will take at least 48 hours to get some symptoms or some kind of result of the test. That is why the rest day test is the most important one. If anybody finds positive, we will have result of 2 tests for that person, one negative and one positive. That means that person got exposed during that traveling time, and that will be still early stages for that kid also. So the kid having other kids exposed, or how can I say it? Other kids exposed or having other kids tested positive or everything, that is out of the question. That is not the case. It is very highly unlikely to happen like that, because we are not relying on one test result only. We are relying on 2 test results. And whatever we are going to do, that is the rapid test. If somebody tests positive, they will go and undergo quarantine. You will notify their parents. Then we will take them to emergency for PCR test, which is the ultimate test. By the time those results come in, their parents should be here. If the PCR comes positive, then it is parents' responsibility to handle it afterwards. And every parent needs to understand that.
So how are if let's say if unfortunately one of the kid is positive, how are they going to travel back? Is there any restriction on the flights, domestic flights?
Flight-wise, yes, there will be restrictions. And honestly, personal level also, I don't think we should say like, you should travel or fly or anything like that, because it is not safe for the others also, right? If the parent is here, there are one more option is basically you can rent a car and just drive back. I know
Drive
it's
one
a
way.
very, yeah. If the kid is not showing any symptoms, he is asymptomatic and under control, that is the easier option to take actually. Even if you are coming from, let's say, Washington state or something, you will probably reach in like 2 days or something. But that is the only way. That is something that is underlying the responsibility and risks of having this tournament during this time. And everybody needs to understand that. Right now, my biggest problem is all the parents are asking us to tell them whether to go or not, and they want us to take all the responsibility. As a team owner or team manager also, you cannot take all the responsibility. You cannot make decisions for them. The parents need to understand these are the risks involved in these kind of tournaments now, so they need to be agreeing to all these things. I do not want any one of you to take the responsibility of them.
Yeah, see, I don't think this is not a tournament where they'll send all the kids out with one chaperone.
Exactly.
Right? This is a tournament where parent needs to take responsibility. See, I've been telling parents that if their kids are traveling, they are traveling too. Right? Because this is a time when they need to take responsibility of their own kid and their own kid only. Right?
That's a recommendation, but as you know, sometimes things don't work, Jagan. Maybe like 2-3 kids will be assigned to one parent, but as Mangesh said, the moment we are talking about the worst situations here, the worst possible situations. So when somebody gets if the rapid test result is positive, obviously immediately as a tournament organization, we will definitely, as Mangesh said, he will be taken to the actual test. the COVID test, the second phase of test, and from there, parents will be notified, and at least at that point, parent or the concerned guardian at least have to travel over there, at least to Houston, and from there he has to take the response. He or she has to take the responsibility, at least from there.
So
Okay.
parents should be ready to travel
Yeah.
if for this worst case scenario. That's all I'm saying. Because there is, I mean, and until the parent comes here, we will definitely help them out and we will coordinate with that kid and we'll try to make sure that, but as soon as parent comes here, our responsibility ends at that time.
Yep.
And for quarantine and everything, we will definitely keep them in separate rooms and all that kind of thing. That is not an issue. We'll work on that. That part is least of our concern. But as soon as we get the test result, if somebody is positive, they are quarantining. They are not interacting with anybody after that point.
I think
And
make
trust
a
me, guys, I mean,
requirement-
I'm not.
make a requirement. Doesn't matter what Seattle and California have to drive back.
I mean, yeah, I mean, no. Ajay bhai, sometimes, yeah, because the main purpose of this call is we are talking about the worst possible situations, right? So,
Yeah.
so in
These
case
are
of
the
worst
things-
possible,
Yeah. The reason
we
I
have to be
brought-
ready.
Yeah, the reason
Yeah.
I brought this up is these are the questions parents are. I have a call this weekend. These are the things they are going to be asking. They
Yes.
trust us. Usually they don't come. Parents, when we as in managers, we've been doing it. When we say something that we are going, they said, okay, everything is taken care of, and whether they come or not, but they're trusting us to do it. And sometimes
Agree.
it will be our call to say, I'm doing the right thing by taking kids or not, right? So some of it's our call too.
I absolutely agree, Ajay bhai, but there is only so much
So much we
responsibility you can
do.
take.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So, and the time is not ideal anyway. Everybody knows that.
Yes.
Okay, and after this Thanksgiving, because during Thanksgiving more than 7-8 million people travel, there will be a surge in next week. So the numbers will go up and these questions will start coming more and more. There will be more parents, they will panic. So at that time, all we need to be on the same page. At least for you also, you need to be ready to take these kind of responsibilities, saying that, okay, if suppose one of my kid is positive, this is what my steps will be and this is what I will be doing. I need to notify the parent. I need to take care of this kid, at least until the parent is here. We will be keeping him in the separate room, all that kind of thing, making sure he's not interacting with anybody else. He's not going out, all those kind of things. You need to take these responsibilities until the parent is here. But there is only so much you can do. I don't want any parent to come after you guys and saying that, okay, आपने बोला था मेरे बच्चे को लेके जाओ और बाद में ये सब हो गया. They need to understand this worst case scenario. That is what my point is. Because we are doing the adult tournament too. In adult, the things are different. Every adult already knows the worst case scenario. Even if they get tested positive, they can handle themselves. Here we are dealing with kids, but parents need to understand these are the situation. And all of us should be saying the same thing. That's all we want to discuss here.
Yeah.
I don't want Seattle guys to say, okay, nahi, kuch nahi hoga, aa jao.
Parent,
Or then California, then Ajay bhai is saying कि नहीं कोई नहीं आओ. We don't want two different messages.
मैंने तो बोल रखा है मंगेश की वाइफ डॉक्टर है, सब वहीं जाएंगे. एक पिच डॉक्टर है, एक ह्यूमन डॉक्टर है. So I know where I'm heading. Now this is good.
if a parent tests positive, unfortunately, a quick question again. So if a parent tests positive, and am I audible?
Yeah, sure then.
Yeah. So if a parent tests positive and the kid tests negative, what are we going to do with the kid? Are we going to let them play or not play?
Yes, whoever is negative, they can continue to play as long as the kid is not getting exposed to parent after they tested positive.
Yep.
See, keep it very simple. Don't make it so complicated. I understand there are complicated issues here, but right now this is the protocol most of the offices also or corporate or companies are also following. If suppose somebody tests positive, let's say for example my wife, if she gets exposed to some COVID guy, she will test. She will first of all she will quarantine. Second thing, she will take a test, rapid test. If rapid test comes positive, she will undergo a full-on quarantine. Then she will get PCR test. If PCR comes negative, she can go back to work. That is the protocol these guys are following even in the hospital. If her rapid test becomes positive, whoever she interacted within that 24-hour time, everybody else will get rapid test. As soon as her PCR test comes negative, all those other guys are also cleared to work. That is how these things are working.
Yeah, which is what
we will follow similar
which is
kind
what
of
I'm trying to understand. Let's suppose so let's suppose I test positive or negative, whatever, positive on the PCR test. A parent tests positive on the PCR test. The kid would have been exposed, right? Like, so the kid would have been exposed to the person, to the parent.
Yes.
So will the kid be able to continue or not?
If both of them are taking the test,
right?
no, hear me out. If both of them are taking the test on the same day, one parent become positive, kid is negative. That means kid, even though he got exposed, he did not contract the disease. He is not transferring that disease. So kid is ready to go. But
Maybe
after that point, he should not. Yeah. Basically, at that point, that means the kid should not go back to the parent anyway, but he can play because his test is negative. But the test has to be at the same day.
Same day.
At the same time, I will say.
It is easy to say.
Yeah,
it is easy to say that the kid can play, but when panic kicks in, right? So everybody else, why is this guy still playing? His dad got positive, right? So then it will be very difficult for you guys to handle.
No, but if the dad is at the tournament, that's what your question is. That is what your question is.
Yeah, dad is at the tournament, right?
Okay.
And the opponent, let us say the opponent team says, hey, one of the players' dad got negative, a positive test, right?
That is going to happen.
Why is this kid still playing? I don't want to play this game anymore, right?
No. That is absolutely wrong. The reason is this. All these guys will get tested on the same day. There is a big possibility when you are testing 200 guys, there will be, let's say, 5 guys tested positive. That means those 5 guys have COVID at that time. After that, you quarantine them. Rest 195 guys are still good to go. They can continue with the games or whatever they were doing.
I'm just
that is exactly what the purpose of this test is. That's why we are doing the test at the same time for everybody, so that we know exactly who is positive, who is negative. Whoever is negative, they can continue. Those who are positive, they will do the next steps.
Yeah, Mangesh, I understand that part, right? But how will you control the emotions of the opponent teams? They're going to literally put so much pressure on you guys, saying, hey, this kid cannot play.
Okay, in that case, case, even they themselves already got exposed to that parent.
Yeah.
Then they should not also play then. Then nobody is playing.
Exactly.
Then the tournament won't happen, right?
Yeah, obviously see, Mangesh, once the 2 kids or 3 kids are down from this one team, both the teams are impacted. And all the teams are impacted because the game might happen or might not happen, or they might have to play with 8 people, 9 people. I don't know how.
See, Mangesh, once anybody is tested positive and all those 200 are in the same hotel, the tournament is not happening, right? Then it pretty much means that it will be a snowball effect, and you'll have to that team will have to stop playing, and the opposite team that they have played with have to stop playing. There's emotionally, there are a lot of things that will happen. So I think prevention is better than anything else, right? So let's talk about that. See, traveling in flights, I've traveled quite a bit, coming back from India and all. I know that they are very strict. The planes, the people in the airports, everyone is very strict about wearing the mask, hand sanitizing, and all that stuff, right? And there are enough studies done that, okay, nowadays traveling in planes, the risk of exposure is less, just because all the protocols that they have put in place. But once we are on the ground and we are in the hotel that you are looking at, Mangesh, how are we kind of ensuring that nobody is getting exposed to COVID there? Like somebody just goes to a mall where they're like shoulder to shoulder people. And that kind of a risk is there. So how are we kind of ensuring those stuff?
That is exactly where all these team managers will have to be very, very, very vigilant. First thing, the reason I was actually mentioning this one particular hotel, Grand Tuscany one, the owner, we are working with them. They will keep all the teams separate on separate floor, away from all the other guests also. Your breakfast counters will be also separate for separate teams. That kind of a thing. After that, it is team manager's responsibility to make sure the kids are not hanging out, like, you should not go out for dinner and all that kind of thing. You should call in dinner at wherever you are. All that, those kind of things, all these team managers need to follow. Those protocols need to be in place for those 4 or 5 days.
Create a bubble.
1 week. Yeah, sorry.
And create a bubble and say no exception, guys.
Exactly.
If you want to play,
that is where everybody needs to
all
work
in
together.
this hotel. Just stay here. Work out. We can work out the delivery wherever we need to get delivered. That's all.
Yeah. It won't be a regular tournament, guys. That's for sure. And we have to work together. Everybody will have, at least all of us, we have to work on our teams and make sure that these kids are not roaming around. They are not even hanging out with other team members until that first rest day arrives. So try to keep them in the same team, same group of people, same everything. So that even if somebody gets positive or something happens, we can control that small group. But that has to happen. There is no exception in that.
Mangesh, this is Shrey. My parents don't want to stay in a hotel. They are very clear. They would only travel if they rent a house, and
that is fine. It is not a mandatory thing. It's completely up to you.
That
whatever you
that
feel.
Was my question too.
We don't want it's completely up to you. As long as you are comfortable taking care of your team, it is completely up to you.
And the only other question I had was, let's assume that I get tested positive. I only have one more parent traveling with me, or maybe two. Then how would you manage logistics? Because I will have
then one of us will step in. Simple as that. Yeah, we'll have few guys on standby. Yeah, I'll be the first one to step in if I'm negative. Okay.
What happens if you get positive?
Nothing. It will still continue. You don't come close to me. You don't come close to me. We will continue on turf wicket. You don't touch the turf wicket.
Mangesh is having few volunteers already getting ready, Shrey. So for that,
I'm just joking.
Few of backups. So
Shrey will have to step in.
Yes.
If Shrey got positive and somebody's taking care of it for 1 year, 50% off every equipment.
Done.
Okay, guys. Anything else, guys?
I mean, I have a parent. Sorry, Ajay bhai, go ahead.
Yeah, Virendra ko hilao. He's not moving. Is he okay? Okay.
I'm just absorbing everything that you guys are saying. And my final question to you all was going to be, morally and socially, why are we doing this tournament and keep are so high? Have you thought about that first?
A very related question from my side, Rohan. Let me also, because it's very related to what Virendra bhai is saying. A question from parents is, a part of Houston cricketing community has already decided that it's very risky and therefore cancelled all the Thanksgiving adult tournaments as well as some of the internal youth tournaments. How is the other part of Houston cricketing community considering, despite the cases going up much more than what it was before Thanksgiving, for this tournament to be safe? That's a question from the parents. I just wanted to voice it.
That tournament, so we applied the same logic in that tournament. I was involved in that tournament too. So the thing that happened was 2 weeks before that tournament, there was so everybody was practicing. The COVID was slightly slowing down and all that kind of thing. So everybody started getting into practice mode and going into indoor facilities and all that kind of thing. Suddenly that wave came in. Couple of guys, they got exposed. No symptoms, asymptomatic carriers, but still they got exposed. Few guys had few issues, small things. As soon as that happened, we actually stopped everything. We isolated all the guys. Most of these guys got tested. There was not an issue, nothing severe. We were expecting these kind of things. After that, what happened was this Thanksgiving tournament got cancelled because there were so many players coming from outside. This was a semi-pro tournament. Our draft was done, so there was no provision to change the squads, and most of the squad was quarantining. So there were few teams, they were not having enough players. That's why we have to move that tournament. The regular Houston Cricket League tournament was continuing at that point. We actually stopped for Thanksgiving because of this tournament. But then there was another week after that, we also played the Houston Regular Cricket League. Then this weekend also, Washington DC team is coming to Houston. We are playing a game. Next week, we are having a playoff, our Houston local cricket teams, local cricket tournament. So that lockdown for us was only 2 weeks. That's it.
Okay.
And we did that few times from between March and now, and it happens. This is the reality right now. It happens. There is another Winter Cup tournament.
Another question follow-up was. Yeah, another follow-up question was, what are the circumstances under which the organizers themselves may cancel the tournament? I mean, a lockdown by the government is a different thing. In case something worse like that happens, obviously the tournament may not happen. And that can happen even after the first game, second game, any day. People are prepared for that. But is there any other benchmark that you have in mind as organizers that you may call off the tournament? If so, can that be a little ahead of time, so that people can kind of change travel plans, etc.? That's another question.
I will talk about the Texas part of it, and then Rohan will talk about the tournament part of it. Texas being the Republican state, highly unlikely that they will shut down. As long as Texas is open, we can open. And above that, actually, the Prairie View Cricket Grounds are private grounds. The county in which Prairie View Cricket Complex is, that county do not have any COVID surge, nothing like that. The numbers are very low, all that kind of thing. We already spoke with the mayor. Actually, we had a meeting yesterday. Mayor assured us there won't be any enforced lockdown. And even if there is a lockdown, it's a private ground. We can open it up because we have 86 acres to accommodate 100 people there. So from that perspective, the grounds can be opened. From the tournament perspective, I think Rohan is the ideal person to talk about. Rohan and Sushil bhai.
Yep. So Shwetan, answering your question, technically, the tournament might get cancelled only for a couple of reasons. One is Texas state lockdown, or the county where Prairie View is, the county lockdown. So except that because in the Texas state, and because we are actually closely following exactly what's going on in the county, what are the sports activities getting locked down, what are the sports activity restrictions in Texas state and the county, both together. We are literally watching what exactly the school sports activities going on, or play area sports activities. We are keeping an eye on that. So except for that, technically the county sports lockdown or the state sports lockdown, I don't think we are ready to cancel the tournament at this point. I don't see any reason for that. So that's the reason.
Okay.
And coming back to Virendra bhai, aapka question, your question. Morally, yes, COVID is around. COVID has been there for almost a year now. If you look at March, the situation was much better when we panicked so much, right? There were like strict lockdowns and all that kind of thing. People now know how to deal with these kind of things. I know the risks are there, but everybody needs to understand the risks and try to be responsible for themselves. If you are responsible for yourself, you can continue with your life. That's why morally, there is no moral issue here. The tournament, we can organize the tournament, but ultimately it is your choice if you want to play in that tournament or not. Nobody is going to force you to play. As long as we follow all the protocols, you can play. You can continue to play. And actually, it is outdoor sports. There is a very, very less chance of getting infected in outdoors if you follow all the protocols. All the protocols means there are only 2 or 3 things you need to follow. Just don't get close to anybody. Second thing, don't use anybody else's kit. Third thing is, make sure that whenever you are not playing, keep your mask on. Simple.
Yep.
If
We'll
you
be
follow
sending
these
the group.
three things,
Yep.
that's it. That's it. That is more than enough to not get infected.
And Mangesh, few things that I've learned, if I may add, right? You have to maintain your bubbles, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
And there are two bubbles that you have to maintain. One is the place where you're staying, and one is the car that you're driving. And if these two are safe and COVID free, then anywhere else you're outside, and then of course the ground that you're playing in, right? If these three are your safe spaces, your safe bubbles, and you're outside touching anything else, immediately use hand sanitizers to sanitize your hand. That means you walk into a Starbucks, you open the door with your hand, use your hand sanitizer. Wear your mask, keep your mask on, use your hand sanitizer. Come back into the car, hand sanitize. And that's only when you can say, okay, you're in your bubble, you're safe. So you define your bubbles. Outside of your bubbles, use your mask, use your hand sanitizer. That way, the chance of you getting the risk is low, right?
One last thing just came to my mind. Even when you are taking a test in your local areas, try to coordinate with your team member and ask them to take a test on the same day, if possible. I know there are a few players who are coming from different cities and all that kind of thing. It will be challenging, but at least in that city, if you know which of the players are traveling, at least try to get them tested on the same day. The reason is that if on a given day everybody is negative, that means they are good to go, and after that start maintaining that bubble. That will be the ideal case scenario. Actually, that will help you also to manage all these things properly. And you will know exactly, okay, from the day they got tested, the test came negative, these are the people they interacted with and all that kind of thing. But all these steps we have to take. It's extra work, but if you want to have a tournament, this is how it will happen.
And we really don't know, when this will be over. It might be over,
agreed.
Right? It might not be over the entire year next year, right? Or it might be over by March, right? We really don't know. So this is a new normal for us. Even if the vaccine is on and it's over, I don't think for the next 1 year, we're going to be leaving our masks and hand sanitizers home. We won't be. So the next year, entire year, I expect like all of us will be using our masks and hand sanitizers and all the precautions that we'll be using for all the different reasons, right? So I feel this is a new normal. And in this new normal, we have to kind of pass. I'm sorry, my little puppy is kind of making a lot of noises. But in this new normal, we have to pass the responsibility on to the parents and make sure that they are taking all the precautions and they are maintaining their safe spaces. They're maintaining their bubbles and they are basically careful. And that's the only way even tournaments next year will be done. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty soon we are going to send all the COVID protocols, guys. Just in the group, I have mentioned 2 protocols regarding the test, which we are going to make it a must, and whatever we discuss right now. And beyond that, all the on-field protocols, off-the-field protocols. Pretty soon, we're going to frame all the protocols and send you in the group so you can share with the parents too. So definitely, guys, there is definitely a risk. You all know that, and as long as we are all on same page and with certain kind of defined responsibilities, I think we should be good. Because
one more question, Mangesh. Since you said your wife is a doctor, like what are the healthcare system folks over saying, like from a load perspective over there, where all these things are going to happen, like?
Yeah, so the second wave is actually the rate of hospitalization is lower in the second wave. Yes, there is some burden and all, but it is still manageable so far.
No, the reason why I'm asking is like in worst case scenarios, if parents get affected, right? Like traveling parents, and if they are unaware of their underlying issues, if they have, and if they have to be hospitalized or something, and if the hospitals themselves are overburdened over there,
it can be managed. Yeah, no, it can be managed. Because we are not in the situation where we need to open up convention center into hospital. That is not happening right now. Yeah, because most of the guys who are getting positive right now is younger age